Hi there, I've got something a little bit different today, so thanks for watching and hopefully you'll enjoy this too. I went to visit modeller Les Cliff. Now Les is a bit of a legend in this area. He runs a picture framing business, but downstairs in the basement there's something a bit special, so let's take a look.
When I tried to remove it from the old layout, cardboard and plaster, they don't come to pieces.
No,
So
I know the same. From having dismantled a railway a long time ago, so much stuff just became junk.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, is that bridge as well? Is that completely scratch built?
That's scratch built. Yes, I've done some pictures of how I built that. Yeah. Before I can do very much more of this, I've got to break down even more of what I've got.
Right, I'm with you.
And sort of move things around.
Because I love that you've got that harbour scene over there.
Yeah.
Was that part of the original thing?
No, that's all brand new. All of the virtually.
Because that's lovely. Can I get around and get a closer look? Squeeze.
If you want to duck and dive.
Duck and dive underneath. I've got to be careful.
Under here, you can come out.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh gosh. Is that just cut down paintbrushes on the like long grass?
No, I did buy some not cork matting, some
teased out horsehair, or
I've got some of that. What was it called?
It's not hanging basket liner.
No, it was samples of the kind of matting that you can get for floors that I came across. So that's what I've used there. Then again here, that circus thing, that's off the old layout.
Oh, I do remember that, yes.
I've still got to do all the varnish and things. This joins up with that. So I've got all this canal section here, which I'm still working on. The helicopter.
So is this going to fit in somewhere in particular, or
in a garage, or in a big basement? If we find somewhere in Wales where I've got a big barn or something, that's the idea. I'm working on about 24 foot in length by about 12 foot in width.
Right.
You know, so I'm looking for space like this again.
Yeah, because I mean, this is a great space. It's just
that I won't be here long enough to do anything.
Yeah. I suppose having dismantled some of this, you can actually now see in and see some of the
mess and everything.
Oh, don't worry about it. But no, it's just, I mean, in some respects, it's a shame that you've had to dismantle everything, but in the others, it's a new beginning. And sometimes what I find is a model railway, it can become a millstone until you dismantle it, because you're loath to dismantle it, but it's in the way of building something new.
Well, I found that by what I'm doing now, I think my skills are better than what they were.
Yes, because railway modelling is like anything else. The more you do it, it's like practice makes perfect. Well, it's a very American way of building layouts.
That's how I came across the modular sort of system.
But not just that, the way it sort of comes up and then back down and then round.
Well, I thought basically, at the end of the day, I need sort of 3 or 4 foot to be able to work in and everything.
So this is all new from scratch?
This is all new from scratch. Still in the process. I mean, the water isn't finished yet.
Yeah, presumably a lot of the white will darken down.
Some of it will and then this is only done with Mod Podge.
What is Mod Podge?
It's a paste that crafters use. It puts a glaze on things, and you can build up quite lots of depth with it. So I was quite pleased with this, but I've still found that this varnish technique, varnish seems to be the best thing still for water. Despite all of the posh things that come out. You know.
I've always, but basically with me, if when I do water, it tends to be things like ponds and ditches, anything that's slow running. Yeah. And what I find I do is you paint the base with sort of dark, gungy shades of green and brown, and you kind of all blend them in together, and then a coat of varnish over the top. And I find the secret to getting really good water is to cover it from dust whilst the varnish sets.
Yeah.
Because if you get little bits of dust in it,
still got to do some more on that. But that's done with toilet paper.
Yeah, I saw your postings about that.
I saw that on somebody else had done it.
I like that bridge. Is that a kit?
It's off eBay. It's a Markland.
Ah, right. I'm with you. So is it a kit that they sell? Is it?
Well, it's one I bought second hand. I've got about 3 or 4 of them.
But they are actually really nice.
They are quite effective. Yes,
I like them. Yeah. So
the Daypol ones are sort of the angular looking ones.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the way that all the scenery underneath is just That's
what I've invested in. I've decided to buy this.
Should have said I've got loads of spare in my shed because you can only buy full packs of it.
Well, full packs are fine because I based this on economy of what you buy.
Yes,
so that's why they're 4x2s. That's why those will more or less fill one of these at a time.
And presume it's quite light, even though you've got a lot of depth there.
Yes, it's not too heavy when you come to move each one individually.
Because I mean, the big packs, when you pick them up, you're thinking, why am I spending this much on this? It's all there.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to be able to move this properly and take it some.
So what about the buildings and the boats?
That's a Kilbury kit.
So that's like a plastic kit that you just assemble.
There's again, some of these are now fixed in place. Sue Matthews did most of my figure painting and everything. Got them in a little boat. That's from Spain on holiday.
So it's just like one of those little touristy things.
Yeah, same with those. That is a resin kit.
See, I'm looking at some of the buildings. Some of the buildings I recognise. Others, I'm just wondering on their origin. Like, what's this?
That's Hamlet something or other.
Oh, Harbin Hamlet.
Yes. I think,
Are they like a cast resin building?
Yes, it was. Yeah. So, and then this is one of the mining buildings.
Oh, Hampton.
No, it's Hornby, Scaledale. But it's from one of their mining sets.
And they come ready painted, do they? Or do you paint them yourself?
That's been already painted. Right. But I still need to black them out inside because the resin, you put lights
when you light it up, it comes through it. Yes, I know. I've had the same problem with some of the ratio kits, the plastic kits.
And then these are barges. These are off a guy on the internet. He's provided me with these. Right. And then
they're nice.
They are nice, yeah. And then this. You can spend 50 quid and above to get a Clyde Puffer or a...
Yes, yeah.
This is a vacuum formed model. Awful. But with a bit of work on it, it don't look too bad actually now.
That's the thing.
And that was about £10 plus £3 postage. So at the end of the day, when I finish working on it, it will look pretty good in the situation here.
That's it. I mean, I'm always amazed at the detail that you're able to create, and it feels like yes, the way you just you throw it together and it just comes out so perfect.
And I don't have a plan I'm working to it. I just sort of.
Is this one of the Walthers kits?
I do not know. It's an eBay purchase.
Because that's actually quite nice. It looks like one of the Walthers Cornerstone kits, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, this I got at a real good bargain. This whole lot cost me 13 quid.
Is that all?
Yeah. But
you've really landed on your feet with
that. But I've seen them going for £60, £70 on eBay. It just depends. Sometimes you strike lucky when nobody's looking kind of thing. And other times, there was something I wanted this week.
I mean, the detail on it is really nice. I think the back of my mind is thinking it's one of the Walthers Cornerstone kits. But they'd be like 60, 70, 80 quid just to buy the kit.
And then you'd have to build it.
It.
There may be 1 or 2 bits broken, I don't know. But and it's already got the German kind of thing. So eventually...
Oh, right. So in that case, it
won't be that's American.
Pico or...
It's got no other names underneath.
Is there nothing... How straight... Oh, that... It's been rigged for lighting.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll work when I get round to doing it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm trying to think. It could be Macklin or...
They might not stay there yet because I've got buildings that are just dumped to them because I've still got to extend that.
Although because it's detailed on the back as well, they probably make quite a good thing to just sort of disguise the join.
Yeah.
So
But it's coming together. I'm enjoying it. But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, how the f am I going to move all of this as well?
Gonna have to bleep you there.
Oh, sorry.
I'm looking around here. There's still
got bits of the old, which I want to.
So things like there, you've got that almost like a module there. Has that just come off the old one?
No, it was one I was working on. It was going to be part of a disused station that had become a yuppie cafe.
Right.
So they were old, what's the name, coaches? The
Pullmans.
Pullmans, yeah, which have been turned into a restaurant. I've got the restaurant building and everything. I've got it all geared for lighting up. And there's places in Wales, I think, where you can go and spend holidays in luxury coaches like that.
Yeah, I think Cornwall, there's places in Cornwall.
Right. So that's destined to come on here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where yet.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to put my airfield on, so all my aeroplanes are all sort of packed.
Do you still have the one that was sort of on fire?
Yes, it's sort of crashed over there at the moment. It's not broken. It's just
been taken down out of the way because it was originally sort of in this area.
Yeah, flying over because all of the mountains that were built over here, that's all been wrecked off. That was just a basic. Oh yeah, I've just seen the other. To begin with.
Are they're just Airfix kits? Are they?
Airfix Rebel or whatever. Yes.
Yeah. Oh God, I used to make those sort of things.
Oh, I did. I used to put matches in them and throw them in and blow them up as a little kid. All the that kind of thing.
Oh no, battleships as well. I used to make the Airfix battleships. Ooh.
There's lots of rubbish on the floor.
Yeah,
I am an untidy worker.
Oh yeah, I'm married to one of those. But is this the trees you've got here? Is that forest in a box, the Seafoam?
It's a Seafoam that I buy, and then I dunk them in. Scatter and stuff like that.
How strong are they? Are they quite fragile?
They are fragile, and I know you can make them stronger by binding them together and putting plaster and masonry paint and things. But I quite like the feathery textures that you get with the lightweight ones.
Oh, what are they normally? Are they sold for use as this, or are they sold for something else?
I don't know.
Because it's a plant or something.
It's a plant you can grow your own.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy the seeds and you can grow your own and everything, and then dry them out. Obviously, it's cheaper, but it takes time to do that.
Yes, that's the thing. Gosh, so I love the way you do the landscapes and it's.
Well, one of my key things is I work wet all the time, so even when the plaster's wet, I'm putting paint on it so it absorbs, and I'm spraying it with fixative and paint and scatter and everything. So. It looks totally different when it's dried out. Then I spray it and wet it again, rather than waiting for everything to dry. But it's just the way I work.
Yeah, I must. I mean, I've tried to do a lot with You'll start with paint in the wet plaster and then scatter on it, and actually, it's almost like you're sticking things into the paint and having things run together. But I love this sort of texture. You get this sort of depth of grass, and you just use different grades of scatter.
I've got static, and even though I've got a static grass applicator, I don't really use that. I put static grass on, but I just sprinkle it, and also I work. I mean, it's not all done yet. I work back, so I pull back out some of the rock, the plastery grey colour that comes back again.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's great, and I've always been in awe of the scenery that you produce. It's just great.
Well, so at the moment you're seeing it in its worst kind of situation. It's sort of growing and everything.
But model railways are always a work in progress. They're always evolving.
Yeah.
So what's the plan for this board here? Is it going to be like a river or something?
Yeah, well, there's something going to happen here. I've got to carry this on and put a bit more campsite in. I'm not sure yet whether I am having another bridge here or whether there'll be some other part of the castle, because I've stuck a castle up there. Right, just initially. But
is that a kit of something?
That's one that somebody made for me. I don't know whether it's a kit or whether it's something that they actually carved and everything.
Because it looks like the sort of thing you get for wargaming. Yeah, it's really nice.
That's one of the. It's a Hornby or
they do like Airfix,
the ruined chapel or whatever.
Yeah, they do a load for like military modelers.
And that again, that was about £2 off eBay, but that's N gauge. However, it doesn't matter because on something like that, which is a bit of a ruin, scale.
It could actually just be like almost like one of the Roman mile forts rather than a full castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I must have, I've used a lot of stuff for different scales because it isn't always necessarily obvious.
To stick to the same
sort of when
size.
I built my scrapyard, there's stuff in there from like 30 or 40 different scales. And you're looking at the aesthetics, what the piece actually looks like rather than what it actually is.
Yes, yeah.
And I think that's the key.
Well, that's why I've got loads up here. I've not used them. They've been coming off the old. But these are like Lilliput things.
Oh, yeah, that you put on your hearth or something.
And they would be sort of in the distance. But some of the details are quite effective. And once you work them up as well, this was taken off the old one. That's why it's still all covered in muck and everything.
But it's a lovely way to just get a really nicely detailed building.
25p, 50p off the car boot.
Yeah, well, they've got the charity shop over the road from us has got a load of them because Zoe buys them and puts them on the hearth. She calls it Huggleton on the Hearth.
Huggleton on the Hearth.
Well, actually, I've named my garden railway now. That's going to be Huggleton on the Hill because I want to get a load of O-gauge buildings and sort of seed the area with those. Well, there you go. Something a little bit different. And Les is a really great person, a really great modeller. So I was really honoured that he let me have a look around at his new project there. And I hope you enjoyed it too. And don't forget to like this video, share it too, and also subscribe to the channel. And you'll be the first to know about new videos as and when they go up. But until next time, you take really good care of yourself. And this is me, Jennifer Kirk, saying bye for now. Today's video has been brought to you in part thanks to the generous donation of my fans on Patreon. And an extra special huge thanks go out to Anthony Kidson, Mark Anthony, Michael Churchwood, Mark McShane, Bob Threeton, Alec Ralph, and Anthony Hunt. If you'd like to help support the show, head on over to patreon.com/Jennifer Kirk. Thank you. Today's video has been brought to you by my books, Bringing Home the Stars, Twinkle Little Star, and also you can get the complete comic collections of All Over the House, Books 1, Books 2, and also the wacky zany Life of Knob T Mouse. Thanks, and catch you later.